And I started dancing when I was 2, and then I came to the United States to go to college. In the United States, it's partly a novelty. A lot of people have not seen Japanese dance, so they're intrigued, they're interested. And the cool thing about art is it's okay for you, the audience, to interpret the way you want to. At the same time, like the level of appreciation is different. People don't speak Japanese and don't understand the lyrics. And I wish that it could be deeper understanding of the art. My background is in Kabuki dance training, so there are certain pieces that were created 100 years ago, 200 years ago, and in the Hanayagi style where I belong, the choreography has been passed down over generations. The choreography that I work on, I use my Kabuki dance training. Some of the movements are the same or similar, but I do something different. The more I teach, the more I understand how deep the art is and how complicated some of the things I find to be natural and simple, just because I guess I've been dressing myself in yukata for many, many years. One movement was to simply bring your sleeve over like this or like this. But just the act of pinching the sleeve with your thumb and forefinger, straightening out your hand inside the sleeve, right? So that you have the piece of cloth between your index finger and middle finger. I didn't realize that that's so many steps because I do this naturally so many times and I grew up doing that. But so I guess partly it's just experience versus just understanding how to be in a new outfit. And I think partly is the need for explanation in terms of lyrics and needing the cultural explanation, that not just literally translating, but the explaining the cultural meanings behind the translation. If you grew up in Japan and familiar with the Japanese culture, you might automatically understand some of the symbolism, but if you are not, you have to explain everything. You need a lot of time to explain. So I feel like the more I do it, the more I realize how deep it is. Two broad categories, male dance and female dance, and I specialize in female dance. The female role is very much a traditional female role, like very feminine and demure and submissive maybe. In most roles, the beautiful woman is not outspoken or loud or aggressive, like the stereotypical female roles, like they play that. And my personality and what I believe in, that's separate from the art. But I still, when I do engage in Japanese dance, I love that stereotypically female roles and ways of moving, and I fall in love with it, and I try to bring that into myself. I think part of why classics are classics is because there's a timeless element in the art. And so when the people from the audience come up to me and say they love it and it's beautiful, etc., I think they are getting some of the timeless beauty of traditional feminine expression. And I like that it's okay that it's different, and I can just appreciate art as not necessarily me, who I am as a person, but as art. So, yeah. in the general world, I mean, as a public school teacher, I know that like arts go first in terms of funding if there are funding problems. Um, it's very very hard to make it as an artist, and I think it's wonderful to have an institution like this support the arts. So I really appreciate that, to be invited here again many times this year through the Japan Student Club, and also through Professor Morley in the theater department, and in the past through a Japanese language department. And I know beyond not just my piece, but beyond that, and Wellesley College does so much with other arts, visual arts, performing arts. So it's really exciting to see a university support arts like that.